Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Heracles, Porsche's professional intro. Yay!
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Heracles Porsche here. I hope you're all having a wonderful, awesome, fantastic, ridiculously super duper freaking day. And today we have a pretty awesome game that makes me look super talented, but not really. We are gonna be doing a mashup of different topics I want to cover. Some of it's gonna just be actually commentary on the vid as you're watching it. It's a plus 30 kills vid. Sorry to give away the ending, but that's why I just want to use this footage. This is just gonna be my everything video. Get everything done that I want to say about Dust with like this one video if I possibly can, and I want to talk about what I've experienced with the end of Dust so far. A couple tiny plans I have uh, to try to moving forward with the end of Dust, and yeah, I have a lot to talk about. So let's get going. The first thing I want to mention is faction warfare is dead. It has pretty much been dead, consistently since the announcement that Dust 514 is gonna close in the end of May, and I guess I can pretty much attribute that to nobody wanting Apex suits or skins anymore. No one wants to take the time to save up, that kind of stuff when, the only there's no long-term plans made by players anymore. And I guess faction warfare, people's motivation to participate in it was always part of their long-term plans, which I didn't really realize because I use faction warfare points for equipment and special weapons and all kinds of crap, but most people in there I think just wanted, you know, to look pretty, which I can't blame them for. Up next, I also PC Planetary Conquest, for people who don't know the shorts. PC, ignore all my horrible misplaced, you know, Duval tac rifle shots. Okay, I'm talented. Don't ignore what you see on the screen. I am talented. Stupid joke. Let's see. I'm kind of wondering if, like I said, Planetary Conquest is gonna die too. I kind of have a feeling it is, and we're pretty much gonna be left only with pubs, which doesn't bother me super too much. But it's just what can we do at the end of Dust if all we have is pubs? Is just what I'm wondering. And there were various, like a week ago there were, faction warfare was used to organize big kind of player events like dropship event and stuff like that. But even for stuff like that, fact war doesn't seem like an option anymore. So all we have is pubs. There was an attempt today to organize a kind of like LAV demolition derby, and we had a very sexy lineup of LAVs, but then after that, everything got ruined by trolls. And you can pretty much count on that kind of thing happening anytime you try to get everybody to do one thing. Somebody's gonna try to do another thing. And here I am. Look, I'm stuck under this glitched thing. I know I've been glitched here before. It's amazing that this game can have been around for so long and people don't know about these glitches. But yeah, I stuck my head out there and then the game yo-yoed me back because this is just a spot for the game hates for uplinks. I don't know. Suicide to get out of there and move on with my shenanigans. Anyway, but yes, in spite of all the trolls, I do want to make another attempt to organize a play event. Okay, watch this. Yeah, that makes me look talented. Yeah. Even though the guy was holding perfectly still. But you ignore that, okay? Just ignore what the footage is telling you. I am talented. Just ignore the fact that nobody I'm playing against is proto, and just take it for granted. Just take it for, just accept that I'm talented, without weighing the evidence, okay? I just need you guys to be unthinking cultists for me. That's what I need. I don't want people who think for themselves. Who wants that? Nobody. Not someone as talented as me. Alright, enough of my fake cult leader persona. Let's get real. What else do I need to talk about? But yeah, one event that I am planning to try to do. Oh, I've switched from Galmando to Scout here. This is where it's gonna get real. My idea for an event is to try to do a big, like, massive pile of lodges with one heavy event, like 15 lodges, one heavy. That's my idea for an event, and that might sound a little oversimplistic, but trust me, the simpler the idea, the better it is. Because the more complicated you make the idea, the more likely somebody is going to come along and troll you while 15 people are trying to get their crap together. So yeah, that's my idea. Just 15 lodges, one heavy. Maybe set that up on each team and just have two heavies shooting at each other and 50 lodges wrapping them purely for the lulls. And if I can actually make that work, maybe we'll do... Oh, watch this. This is the Nova Knife. Yeah. Oh, and you think you're safe behind cover here. Yeah. And this remoting, trying to remote the point will not work at all. But just ignore that, okay? I am talented. I say a lot in these videos, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna be too lazy to edit this one, for sure, for sure. But I've gotten through my topics pretty fast, and I have a lot of footage left, so it's making me happy. But yes, like I said, that's my idea for an event, is 15 lodges, one heavy on each side. And if I can actually make that really super amazingly basic concept work, I will try to do more sophisticated things with that. Maybe we'll try to do like lines of lodges and heavies that just, or, competitions to see who can make an orbital first, or it sounds really stupid, but the more stupid it is, the less people will care, and the less people care, the less people will care when we all get trolled. So that's good. Just organize a little bit of. I just want to organize like one stupid fun event before this is all over. Maybe two. If my heavy lodge event goes super amazingly well, maybe I'll try to have like some kind of like 16v16 scout event. Every big scout dog pile event. That's my other idea for an event. All scouts, some crazy dog pile of scouts. Yeah. So those are my ideas, and I'm definitely want to collect feedback on that. If people seem interested in that, I will start trying to organize, make long-term plans. That's fun. I'm glad I looked up there to look at the incompetent dropship pilot. Incompetent dropship pilots make me smile. And here I go with the Nova knifing. But yep, and just to let you guys know, I have a ton of footage of various things saved up. So I have such a healthy supply of footage right now that I could really bring you guys quite a bit of content for Dust. Just simple gameplay videos, or maybe gameplay and music videos. I can still produce a lot of content for you guys, even if I stop playing Dust tomorrow. But yeah, that's it. That's the state of Dust right now. Vac Warfare is dead. I think PC will die. I think Project of Killers and who are those other SOG will own a pretty healthy share of the map by the time this is all done. They'll own at least 30%. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more like 2/3 though. Oh, there's a Nova Knife. Alright everybody, so I hope you've been enjoying the video so far. Upon further reflection, it did come across maybe a little more spastic than I wanted it to, but that's okay, because we're gonna take the end of this video and we're gonna slow it all down. So I'm gonna call this end section Heracles Porsche's super mellow input collection section, and I've done a whole bunch of like slow breathing in and out and like drinking of warm milk to like mellow out for you guys. No, seriously, I honestly did all that stuff. But yeah, I have a pretty good map for how I want to release, more footage for you guys going forward until Dust is done. Some things I have, for instance, are I have a couple games recorded of me making a comeback, so those will go up at some point. Let me know if you're interested in those. I have a couple games of me picking on newbies. Do you guys want to see that? You'll probably see it regardless of whether you want to, and there's a weird little yo-yoing there. But yeah, more shameless newbie stomping. Last week of Dust, about I think 7 days before Dust ends, Lightning 35 Delta has organized a big Quaif event, and it's probably too late for anyone watching this video to join that, because unless there's last minute dropouts, because I think he already signed everybody up for that, like well ahead of time, and he's getting assistance from Archduke, which is super cool. Yes, but yeah, but that's just more incentive for you guys to join my last great idea for a big player event video. Yeah. But yeah, other stuff I guess I could do. How many kills would you guys, assuming I'm not doing any logi work or there's no other action going on, how many kills would you guys say you would want to see in a video before you think it's worth watching? Because I have a few. I usually try to make sure, if a video is like, say, just a kill video, I try to get around at least 15 kills in there. Although I got a good chunk of plus 20 in the reserve now, so that's another piece of input I want from you guys. How many kills do you want to see in a game before it's worth watching, assuming it's not a logi video? Is there any interest in trying to make Dust 514 machinima? My biggest obstacle was actually to getting that done was actually just a lack of ideas. I need to find someone who's either experienced or is relatively confident about, their ability to write a machinima script. I don't exactly know where to find people like that. But yep, that was my other idea. Besides maybe just organizing a couple player events, filming a couple other people's player events, and just some simple pub action. Maybe try to not give up on that whole Dust 514 machinima idea I had. But yeah, other than that, it's my ideas are pretty simple. Like I said, comeback games, a couple games where I might grab 20 or so kills. Obviously, I never get tired of making logi videos, but I've done quite a bit of those recently, so might give that a bit of a break. And I always know pretty much which logi videos I want to use, so I don't really need too much input on that. What else is there? So the other video I have planned is get one video of me using every single officer suit before Dust closes. I also have a more Nova knifing action for you guys. I'm assuming you enjoy that as much as I do. That'll be coming soon, my first ever time using a Nathi's Nova knives. That went really well. I'm pretty pumped to bring you guys that footage. That'll be probably my next video. That is Dust. Coming soon, TM. But yeah, we're mercifully getting towards the end of this footage, because I did have way more footage than I needed to say everything I needed to say in this video. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just restate the things I stated. Actually, give me your kills per minute, because an ambush might be shorter, other different DOMs might be different lengths. How many kills per minute do you guys think needs to be in a non-Logi video before it would be worth watching for you guys? And also, if you guys happen to stumble across music that doesn't have a copyright on it, let me know. And any other input you can think of. Yes, so mercifully we are coming towards the end. And I had a really fun time with the Derp Derp Nova knifing and finishing this off. Core Locust Grenade almost killing myself, but I still gonna call myself talented. Oh, I almost forgot about this, but one thing I wanted to respond to was all of the forum posts people making saying, hey, CCP should make a day where we have 100 million more skill points and we all get, everything costs one ISK or one Aurum and we could just play with everything. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but we're not going to have a day like that. It's up to us to make our own fun, which is really the purpose of this video. What fun can we have before all of this stuff shuts down? That was the whole purpose of this video, asking you guys that. But yeah, there you go, a plus 30 kills video. A little difficult for me to get these days. Partially because most of our games don't have more than 11 players aside, and partly because I'm not actually that talented. And that is everything, Dusties. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I shall see you Starside.